So here we have a pair of New Balance and the 1906R Blue Moonbeam. And the 1906R was originally released in 2022, and it was based off the year that New Balance started business, which is 1906 as far as I know. And initially they were released as a running shoe and has been sort of adapted now for sort of more lifestyle wear. And it's got the sort of Y2K aesthetic. And the midsole and outsole was from an 860 V2. And this particular pair is one of those ones, it's part of the 4-pack, I guess, and they're made up of, I suppose, what they're calling, I don't know what they're calling the pack, but it's got those common colours of this yellow pods, and then also this sort of licorice going towards a dark sort of violet purple colour, and then you've got either the, different colours on the shiny material like Moonbeam or blue or like I said, licorice, and there's also a teal one. And I just really like the way that what they've done with this particular 4-pack, and I picked these up on the sale in the Black Friday for, I think it was £77, which is a really good deal. So with the details, it has a blue, Moonbeam and licorice colour scheme. So the licorice is on the cage around the heel, and then you can sort of see it on this midsole area here and around the N logo, whilst the blue colourway is obviously on this shiny material that you can sort of see, which is kind of like a faux leather material, synthetic material, and it's got shines in different parts of the light. And then you've also got the Moonbeam as well, which I'm guessing is this slightly off blue colour that you sort of see within the tongue and also this area here on the forefoot. So that kind of sort of makes up the colour scheme. And these have an Acteva Lite midsole cushioning system, so that's what makes these slightly different. And also it has ABZORB as well, so it has two different foam layers. The Acteva layer is this layer here, and then I think the ABZORB is this heel area here. And it also has the N-ergy cushioning system, so that's just through 3 gel-like pillars that you see here. And this provides the overall sort of shock absorption and also mainly sort of stability as well, and they do sort of move around under pressure as well. And it also has stability web outsole technology, so this particular shank plate is made for putting on this plastic here, which is made for to stop your foot from twisting. And it also has an N-lock locking system, so you see that on here. It's when you sort of tie your shoelaces, this area sort of closes up a bit tighter if you kind of want to wear it that way, and obviously that's what they were using for running and just to keep you sort of locked in place. And the trainer is made up of sort of mesh and synthetic materials. I don't think this is actual real leather. I think it's sort of synthetic materials like the overlay panels, but overall, it's still just a simple basic construction and meant to be sort of lightweight for running back in the day. And the price for these are £150. So with the comfort and sizing, this one in particular is on the soft to medium side, and the 1906R or the 2002R, whichever one you take, or the 860 V2, they all have slightly differing technology, I suppose, in the sense of it's the same technology, but the way the midsole-outsole combination is being implemented is slightly different on different models. And this one is more on the sort of softer, bouncier side, and some of the others are slightly more on the firmer side. And also the insole on this is of a more sort of nicer quality in my eyes, even though all of them, I think pretty much all of them have Ortholite in there. This one, feels nicer on foot versus some of the other pairs. And it also has great arch and heel support, which you would expect from a 1906R, because obviously it was made as a running shoe, so it's slightly more neutral on foot, but still, has enough sort of arch support in there to, not make you feel like you're having sort of issues with your foot and bending over. And you can go sort of true to size in these. I think with the US sizes, the UK sizes, it differs a lot for for New Balance and Adidas. But I went with a UK 7.5, which I feel is perfect for me. And it would be in that, the equivalent would be a US 8. I normally wear a UK 7, which is a US 7.5, but just fine with New Balances. I tend to go up half size, but I think if you're maybe in the US, you could potentially go down half size or go true to size, so it just depends on how you feel. But with these ones, my toe comes to about here with thick socks on, so I think if I went true to size, it would be about here, which is probably a bit too much, the other way around. And I also like the fact that I have a wide foot, so I tend to like a little bit more space, so that's the reason why I tend to go for a US 8, which is a UK 7.5, rather than a UK 7 or a US 7.5. And no wear and time with these, they're pretty good to go out of the box. They feel nice on foot and very sort of neutral and quite sort of comfortable and a little bit of bouncy as well, so perfect for what I like. And the traction, you know, it's really good on these. They quite sit quite sort of low to the ground, quite sort of flat, but also quite sort of rugged. I find, you know, other pairs that I've worn, they seem to be holding up really well, and they have the Ndurance technology from New Balance, which is supposed to allow you to, you know, make the outsole being more sort of hard wearing. So with the look and style, I mean, it's got like a neutral colorway overall, because you have like this yellow and almost sort of creamy mesh on top. But I just like the hits of these different colors all throughout the sneaker, and I've reviewed quite a number of 1906R sneakers, and I just love the way it looks, you know, with the lines. And I have a chunky foot, so for me, having this on foot just makes it, you know, my foot look a bit more sleeker as well. So this particular colorway is probably not for everyone, but I really like the way it looks because I'm a big fan of blue, and this Licorice seems to work quite well as well. And at the end of the day, it's a futuristic 2K runner, and you know, even if it goes out of trend, I'll still be wearing these on a sort of day-to-day basis. I just really love them, especially during sort of summer, springtime. And it's a good casual sneaker. Like I said, it's quite sort of blingy. This particular one's quite sort of shiny and looks quite sort of funky. And it's not normally what I gravitate towards. I gravitate towards more neutral sneakers, but because the lines are so thin on this sneaker, that the extra, you know, color that you get of it's just like a nice little pop here and there, and I like that. And most of the sneaker is actually, as you can sort of see, going on towards the cream, almost sort of white side. So that's, and I just really like the contrast of the different colours that are on here. It just looks really well, it works really well in my eyes. And it comes with these sort of white, almost going towards sail off-white laces, but you could also throw in whole different types of laces in here. You know, teal, yellow, blue, etc. It just, you know, would work well because of the upper having a few different colours on it. So with the final thoughts, I do like the neutral colourway, and I like the shiny materials, as I've said. And also, you know, think that the 2K runner aesthetic with this particular one is like the pinnacle, in my eyes, of the Y2K trend. And then also they're very comfortable on foot, so I think for me it's one of those sneakers that I just really love wearing. Like this and say the Vomeros and the 990 V4s are right on the top of my list of trainers that I just like to wear all day, every day. And I also like the fact that it's got a nice sort of Ortholite insole in there as well. Like I said, all of these 4 pairs of the sneakers that have been released in these sort of different colorways, part of this sort of series, is you know, really nice and feel really nice on foot. With the cons, I think the cost at £150 is quite a lot of money for a mesh sneaker. I'd want them to sort of reduce the price on that and come in more along the lines of sort of £120, £130. But like I said, I picked these up on sale, so for me, I'm quite happy with that. So with the ratings, I give the look and style for this a 5 out of 5. Like, if you look at the other sneakers, the Moonbeam pair, which is quite sort of a neutral version of this particular silhouette, it's quite sort of more on the sort of silver side, but still has a hits of cream and the yellow outsole. And then you've got also the Licorice pair, which I also really love, and that particular pair, you know, I've worn quite a few times, and it just looks really nice on feet. And same for these as well. And I think the only weakest one is probably the teal colour one, but it all depends on your preference. The comfort, I'm going to give it a 5. These ones are probably, like I said, more sort of neutral comfort, going towards, you know, medium side, and they feel sort of bouncy on foot and feel quite really nice. You know, I could sort of wear them all day and not have any problems. And the quality, I'm going to give it a 4. Like I said, you can't really argue with the quality because of the fact that it's more in line with, I suppose, you know, a runner, and it's meant to be sort of lightweight and have sort of less, I suppose, material in general. So just to keep it lightweight. And it's more about performance aspects, having the heel cage and, you know, the outsole midsole technology. And that's what then brings me on to the price as well. I'd give that a 4. I just think the price on these top Y2K sneakers, because they're in trend, are quite high in terms of what they are. And that's the reason, you know, for me, I think it's kind of off-putting paying full price. But if you can grab them on sale, then definitely worth grabbing. And that's why, but overall, I'll still give this sneaker a 5 out of 5. It's one of those ones where I just love wearing them, especially these particular 4 colorway sets. I think this particular set is just really nice, and to have those different colors. And I just, yeah, like I said, I think they're awesome to wear pretty much all day, every day.